What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I did see was Aries. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. But happy Thursday, everybody. Happy pre-Friday. Hope you all are doing well. Hello, everybody. What's going on, Red Skies? Thank you for tuning in. What's happening, Shelro? How's everybody doing? Hey, Zia. Hey, Eclipse Chaser. What is going on, everybody? What's up, Michaela? Appreciate you tuning in. That song gets you pumped every time. That's what's up. That's what's up. But as always, guys, before we get started, I do want to mention, if you are interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. Link is going to be down in the description below. Please note, the only way you can get a private reading or personal service with me will be for my website only, so watch out for the scammers and impersonators. I'm never going to reach out to you guys or message you guys in general, okay? So I'm not going to ask for your money and things of that nature. But without a further ado, we're going to start out here with Team Aries, and we'll see what we got going on. So what do we got showing up here for the Ram fam, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aries, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and then we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on here for the Ram fam? Aries, overall energy here for you is going to be the Hermit. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Virgo for a few of you. Oh, by the way, Queen Vibes, thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate it. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got here the Four of Pentacles, what you're dealing with, Aries. We got the Queen of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So as far as what I'm seeing here for Team Aries, let's take a look for your next 24 hours. The Hermit here all the way to the Four of Pentacles. I do feel like you're being pretty reserved here in your next 24 hours. You're kind of keeping to yourself. It definitely looks like one of those days here, Aries. I mean, having a look at what it is you're dealing with, Queen of Pentacles, you definitely got some stuff on your mind. Queen of Pentacles is also a card, though, too, that represents like self-reflection. So I feel like for your next 24 hours, you're kind of going to be in your head a little bit. You're going to be thinking about stuff, reflecting. Queen of Pentacles, though, most importantly, is about like reflecting on your needs and your wants and like what it is like you need to take care of at this moment in time, Aries. So I feel like if there are things that need to get done, if there are things you need to check in with yourself about moving into your next 24 hours, it's going to be one of the best days for that to end up happening, excuse me. So I feel like for any Aries that has felt like they've been very busy, hasn't really had a lot of time to handle what they want to do, to handle your own personal stuff, it's probably going to be one of those days where it's a good time to invest in you and to invest in what it is you need and what your wants and what your desires are. So just throwing that out there, you know, especially if there's any errands you need to run, anything you need to take care of, it's going to be a day all about you. Looking at the outcome here for you being the Eight of Cups in reverse, yeah, it's like you're finally returning back to you. I feel like Aries, you've been like mad busy with like everybody else is kind of what it feels like to me. Like you haven't been focused enough on you, or you haven't had the time to take care of you or to do what you need to do. Like you've been super busy with what everybody else needs, or like what your job needs, or like what your friends need, what your family needs. And at the end of the day, it's like, oh, it's finally nice to have a day to myself to do what I need to do. So I definitely see that being the vibe here moving into the next 24 hours. Hermit here, Four of Pentacles, forget everybody else, time to focus on me, and time to take care of my needs, my desires, and whatever else you got going on. Okay, so I like that for you, Aries, absolutely. We all need those days. Listen, I love being a giver. I'm a huge giver to the people I love, but if I don't take care of me and take care of what I got to do, then you're going to get to a point where you're just driving yourself crazy. All right, Ram fam, love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with the fire sign. We started out here with Aries, so we're going to go ahead and do fire, earth, water, air. Jumping into our earth sign, let's have a look here at the bull gang and see what's going on here for Team Taurus. Messages here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on? All right, Team Taurus, let's go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on for the Bull Gang? Let's go ahead and take a look. So, Taurus, starting out here with the overall energy for you, we start out here with a 5 of Pentacles. Something could feel like it's missing at this moment in time for a few of you. 5 of Pentacles, though, could also be a card that doesn't always represent lack, but you could feel a little bit left out in the cold here, too. Having a look at your current energy, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, what you're dealing with, Taurus. 10 of Wands in reverse, outcome showing up here for you. Ace of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, Taurus, let's talk about it. For your next 24 hours, 5 of Pentacles here, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So for some of you, you might feel like something in your life's been missing, and that's not changing with the Wheel of Fortune reversed here. It's like it feels like something's missing. I haven't felt any differently. It's been a pretty consistent feeling for a while, but if that's the case here for you, looking at what you'll be dealing with in the next 24 hours, 10 of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands reversed means it represents like letting go of the burden. So if you've been feeling very burdened of something missing in your life, in your next 24 hours, it's like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling this way and I'm letting it go. Maybe something from my life is missing because it's just not meant for me at this moment in time. For example, let's say love. Maybe you're a Taurus and it's like, I don't know, it feels like love is missing from my life. Well, at the end of the day, instead of constantly focusing on trying to attract love or manifest love, maybe I should take a step back right now and not have that be the primary focus, but instead I'll just focus on loving myself, you know? So when you look at what you feel is missing in life, always remember that you can find that already within you. Like if you feel like love is missing, you can find love within you. So I think that whatever you're searching for, it's not so much of something that you need externally. I think it's something that would better suit you internally if you find it within you. Same thing with something like happiness, right? At the end of the day, if you're searching for things outside of yourself to make you happy constantly, sure, they can bring in happiness, but temporarily. If you can find that happiness within you, it's a much more satisfying feeling. Okay, so for Team Taurus here, I kind of get that vibe for your next 24 hours where it's like, hey, instead of searching for something externally, something outside of myself, search for what you desire from within because it already lives within you. Looking at the outcome here, Ace of Cups reversed, I see that for many Taurians, you're no longer focusing on filling up your cup, aka finding fulfillment in situations outside of you. You're going to start to find it within you. And that's what the whole reading here is really about, at least in my perspective of what I'm feeling for you. I think Taurus, it's the time right now to say, hey, I've been searching and searching for what I want, and I feel like what I want's been missing from my life, but you're now starting to realize that whatever's been missing has always been living right inside of you. If you feel like love's been missing, you've always had that opportunity to love yourself. If you felt like happiness has been missing, you've always had the opportunity to make yourself happy. And, you know, I can name a million different examples, right? But at the end of the day, whatever you're looking for externally, you can find it inside you too. So I love that energy for you. And I always tell people too, it's best to take care of yourself internally first before you seek anything else externally. Better yet, I'll do you one better. When you find what you desire internally, it manifests externally. So let's say you start to love yourself. When you love yourself, you will attract other people who will love you as equally as you love you. It's just the natural law of attraction. So what you do onto yourself, it will attract that energy externally as well. You see what I'm saying here, Taurus? So if you want love in your life, love yourself, and that will attract others who love you too. Okay? So that's just one example, like I said, but pretty much the gist here of what I'm seeing. All right, my bull gang. Thank you, Taurus, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming on in here nonetheless. So we did our fire, we did our earth, hopping on into our water, baby. Let's have a look here at the Cancer gang. Let's see what's going on here for Team Cancer, baby. Messages here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on? By the way, excuse me, for the 104 peeps in the chat right now, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in, man. Really means a lot to me. All right, Cancer, one more shuffle here for you, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well for the Crab gang. Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the Six of Cups in reverse. You're putting something behind you. Definitely represents putting the past behind you here as well. Having a look at your current energy, Emperor in reverse, what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords, and the outcome showing up here for you, Knight of Cups in reverse. Absolutely, Cancer, and I really like this energy for you because it's nothing but truth, you know? Taking a look here into your next 24 hours, you start out here with the Six of Cups reversed to the Emperor in reverse. This is the realization that you're not in control of what others do. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the energy of somebody who cut you, somebody here who jaded you, somebody here who hurt you, and at the end of the day, with their own deception, do remember that it was their action, not the action of your own. So with that being said, nobody at the end of the day here has that control or that power, excuse me, right? Or that's not the way I want to word it. At the end of the day here, you don't have power over other people and their own actions. That's the important part here to highlight throughout this reading. So I feel like for your next 24 hours, you're leaving somebody's negative actions taken against you in the past. It's just that realization of like, hey, it's not my fault that they decided to screw me over. It's not my fault that somebody decided to hurt me. It's not my fault that somebody decided to deceive me. And you know what? They chose to do that. And guess what? They chose to lose me too. Point blank period. Because I didn't lose that person. That person lost me the moment that they took negative actions against me. Okay? And looking at the outcome here being the Knight of Cups reversed, you're recognizing too, at the end of the day, every person is either a blessing or they're a lesson. And I think that you recognize that in this situation where somebody might have hurt you or made you jaded, this individual was a lesson. So you can't control what other people do. You can't control other people's actions. You can't make other people be great people. You can't make other people be bad people. Everybody else outside of you has their own actions. And you know what, Cancer? I feel like for some of you, you might have been in a position to where maybe you blamed yourself. I know me personally as a Cancer, I've gone through many scenarios in my life where I got hurt and I still managed to blame myself somehow for somebody else's shitty actions, you know? And it sucks to be in that energy because as a Cancer, we're so forgiving to people who can hurt us and we're so forgiving to individuals in general. And sometimes we are so not so kind to ourselves that we'll just be like, well, it was our fault for X, Y, and Z, when the truth is that it isn't. So always remember, people's actions outside of you, that's their own actions. And you didn't lose them, they lost you. So Cancer, you're putting this in the past here. I think you're letting go here of some jaded energy that somebody here had conjured up against you, and you're not giving any more attention to it. And you're no longer, for any Cancers who maybe did potentially hold blame, you're not holding blame anymore for somebody else's own actions. Because at the end of the day, it's not your action. It's not the action of your own. Somebody else fucked up and they lost you. And it is what it is. You're ready now to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right? All right, Cancer. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And I love that for you. Don't hold blame for yourself based upon actions you did not do. Okay? All right, baby. I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, just throwing it out here, guys. I have seen like tons of people lately, like in the comments and in the lives or whatever, you know, there are some people that don't resonate with what I do, and that's totally fine. I don't mind if people don't believe in tarot, they don't resonate with tarot, you know, people can say I'm X, Y, and Z. It's cool. At the end of the day though, guys, it's always interesting where people are like, I'm a con person, because like, what am I conning you out of? Like, you're watching a free live stream, we're hanging out, we're shooting the shit, we're having fun, I'm giving you information on what I see, I'm not asking you for money. So at the end of the day, like, you are getting a service, right? And in this case, it's free, right? For a personal reading, you're still getting a service, so you get what you're paid for. So it's like, it's very weird when people do that. Like, if you don't believe in tarot, that's cool. You don't have to watch my channel. It is what it is. But just always note and acknowledge, like, I'm not here holding anybody hostage. I'm not here taking away anybody's free will. I'm just here to vibe and hang out with you guys and have a good time. And if you fuck with me, I appreciate that. And if you don't, like, do your thing, bro. Enjoy yourself, okay? All right, guys. So we did our fire, we did our earth, we did our water. Jumping on into the air signs now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Gemini and see what we got going on. Gemini, how are you? I hope you're well. I don't know why I felt like I had to take a deep breath for Gemini. So Gemini, let's see what's going on here for you. I feel like y'all really need a reading here. So what's going on for Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini, let's get ourselves one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, all is well. Gemini, Overall energy for you is going to be a Queen of Cups. Taking a look at your current energy, Justice in reverse, what you're dealing with, Star in reverse, outcome for you. We got here Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh boy, what's going on here with the Gemini gang? Yeah, so like I felt like I had to take a deep breath for you and with this card lineup for sure, but don't worry guys, we're going to figure it out, okay? So Geminis, moving into your next 24 hours. Queen of Cups, Justice reversed. Justice reversed usually resonates towards feeling like some sort of injustice has happened upon you, and looking at what you're dealing with being the Star in reverse represents some sort of misalignment. So something didn't work out the way that you thought it would, and I think that you're on a completely different path than you've expected to be on. And ultimately here, you're not really interested in this path, because looking at the outcome here, Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's like, yeah, I'd kind of deny this opportunity. I kind of deny wanting to be involved in this path, you know? I mean, taking a look here in your next 24 hours, let's give you an example. Let's say, for example, you originally were, talking to a boss, and a boss said, hey, like, I'm going to give you a raise and I'm going to give you a new management position. And you're super excited about it. And your boss promised you that you'd get this position. And then the day comes and you get promoted, and it's not the position that you already agreed with your boss. You're like, what is this? This is not something I want to do. This is not something I'm interested in. And if you told me I was going to get something, why did you put me somewhere else? So there's a level of injustice to this Gemini, but at the same time, there's frustration because you've been misaligned. Whatever was promised to you was not delivered. And I think that that is where the injustice is showing up here. And that's where a lot of your stress is coming from. And of course, when you're looking at this emotionally, overall energy being the Queen of Cups, it's like, of course, you're emotional about the situation because you were promised something and it wasn't delivered. So I definitely see that being a vibe here for your next 24 hours. And I am definitely sorry for any of the Geminis that, are currently experiencing this energy, because it's not good to feel screwed over, and it's not good to feel misaligned when something was already kind of intended for you and lined up for you originally, right? So, my advice in this kind of situation, Gemini, is don't settle for less. Don't settle for nothing than what you agreed upon, point blank period. Because I'm that kind of person who's going to be like, hey, if something was agreed upon and I'm not getting my end of the bargain or my end of the deal, then I'm not going to sit here and settle for less. So don't settle for less, Gemini. Now this can resonate in any way, right? Mentioning the boss, that was just one way of, or one example. Another example could be in love. Maybe somebody here said like, listen, I love you and I want to be able to be there for you and I want to be able to have a relationship. And maybe they said that this is what they intend to do, is to have a relationship with you. But what are they doing right now? They're breadcrumbing you. Okay, this is somebody not living up to their word. Of course, you're going to be disappointed, because if they said they want a real relationship with you, but they're breadcrumbing you, then something's not adding up. The math is not mathin'. Okay, as the younger kids say nowadays, the math is not mathin', right? So with that being said here for you, Gemini, you are not happy with a situation being misaligned and not working out as originally intended. And as I already said, don't settle for less. That's my advice. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading. We're going to go ahead and move on into our next batch now, and jumping back on into the fire sign. Let's have a look here at Team Sagittarius. So let's see what's going on here for you. All right, what do we got going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information? Oh, we got a flipper coming out here for you. 8 of Cups in reverse, Sagittarius. Something could be returning to you. Interestingly enough, I feel like if there's been an item like a ring or like a piece of jewelry, like if there's an item you lost, it's being returned to you. Okay, so just throwing that out there for some Sagittarians. You might find something that was lost. Okay, there could be a return in that aspect. So take that if that resonates. Okay, all right though. But what do we got showing up here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius, one more shuffle coming on in here for you, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully, all is well for Team Sagittarius. Saggy, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Cups. So you could be connecting here potentially with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Knight of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with. We got here the Five of Wands in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the King of Cups in the upright position. So as far as what I'm seeing for Team Sagittarius here, Knight of Cups to the Knight of Swords, you're definitely moving in some sort of direction. I feel like this is about telling somebody you care about them, but I also feel like whoever this is you're dealing with right now, Five of Wands in reverse, they're not showing you conflict, they're not showing you drama, they're not showing you negativity, but I almost kind of feel though that they're in this energy that seems kind of opposite of what you're feeling. Because it's like someone you're dealing with, Sagittarius, they don't have any issue with you, but it's almost like the way that they present themselves, something seems off. And I don't know why, but that's what I feel. Like, a person doesn't have a problem with you, but you feel like every time you talk to them, like maybe they have an attitude, or maybe you feel like something's off or something's wrong. So like you're picking up on something, but they're like, there's nothing going on. So it's a little bit of a weird feeling of miscommunication of energy moving into your next 24 hours is the way that I'm seeing it. Because looking at the outcome here, King of Cups, everything's all good. Person you're dealing with loves you, cares about you, and there is nothing going on. Everything is fantastic. So let me just say this, Sagittarius. In the next 24 hours, whether it's your friend, your family member, your lover, if you feel like somebody is mad at you or doesn't want to be around you, or, feel some type of way, and you communicate to them and be like, hey, like, is everything okay? And they say, yeah, believe them. Okay. Sometimes I'm like that too, right? Sometimes I'll like talk to my girlfriend. I'll be like, are you good right now? Like, you seem like you're mad at me. There seems like a vibe is off. And she'll be like, no, like not, everything's Gucci. Like we're fine. You and I are fine. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So sometimes you really got to believe it when people tell you that, because it can be very easy to pick up misconceived types of energies that people may not actually be directing towards you. So, chances are, Sagittarius, you're picking up on this person's energy, but the energy isn't being directed towards you. Like, it's probably being directed towards someone else. If they seem mad, they're not mad at you. Like, they're mad at whoever else they're dealing with in their life. Okay. So my advice here for Sagittarians is like, if a vibe feels off and you confront somebody about it and they say everything's all good, everything's all good. Okay. All right, Sagittarian, interesting reading. I don't even feel like I've ever had a reading about that before, but pretty cool. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in nonetheless, Sag. You are appreciated. So we did our fire. We're going to hop on into the earth sign in just a second. Real quick, Kimberly says, I can't tell you enough, man, how I'm always listening to my placements, especially Leo, my sun, and my moon in Sagittarian, but Anthony always resonates. I love it, and it cracks me up. You're great. Well, thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. More than happy to be here to give you guys resonating messages, but also, if I can make you laugh and crack you up and put a smile on your face, more than happy to do that too. So thank you, Kimberly. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. All right, guys. So we did our fire, hopping back on into the earth sign. Let's have a look here at the Virgo and see what is up. What do we got going on here for Virgo, baby? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Have a good night, Zeta Zoo, all the way from Sweden. Much love to you. Sweden's dope. I want to go there at some point, man. Everybody from Sweden that I've ever seen or met before is like the nicest freaking people. But shout out to you. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, moon, rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Virgo, let's get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, all is looking well. Virgo, overall energy here for you is going to be the 5 of Cups in reverse. So typically that's the energy of moving on, what your current situation is. We got here the Chariot in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got the 6 of Swords, and then the outcome for you, 6 of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, so Virgo, taking a look here into your next 24 hours. Let's talk about it. 5 of Cups reversed here to the Chariot in reverse. Kind of feels to me like you're in a space right now where you're definitely moving on from something. I also feel though like you're standing your ground. Let me throw this out here. It's going to resonate towards one Virgo, probably not for the majority of you, but maybe one Virgo needs to hear this. Let's say, for example, a breakup happened and you're like good, like you moved on from your person, but your person's like, okay, well now it's time for you to like physically move. Like maybe you shared a house with somebody, maybe you shared something with someone and they're trying to like push you out of it. Stand your ground, okay, is what I'm hearing for Virgos. So let's say a breakup happened, but maybe the two of you still share a home. Don't necessarily surrender it right away. Stand your ground. Make sure that equality is at play here in this situation, because maybe somebody here is not trying to be as equal as they should be. Okay, so if you own a stake in a home, if you own equity in a home, a car, anything, don't automatically just give it all up. If anything, reach out to a lawyer and things of that nature. Like I said, I feel like that's for one Virgo. So if you needed that message, stand your ground. Okay. Regardless though, taking a look here at the overall energy and the general message, 5 of Cups reversed, Chariot reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely moving on from a situation, taking a look at what you're dealing with, 6 of Swords, moving in a new direction, leaving something in the past, looking at the outcome, 6 of Pentacles. This is the energy that just says you feel better than ever. At the end of the day here for you, Virgo, with the outcome being the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles here says, I feel great. ever since I moved on from something in my life. And this is probably the most general ass message I could ever give you guys. For some reason, there's not a lot of specifics or detail coming up in these cards, but it's basically saying, hey, like, I left something and I feel fucking fantastic. So like, if you have been considering leaving a situation, Virgo, I think maybe taking that into consideration, because I feel like if you do, you're going to be feeling much more better without it. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in the reverse position showing up here for you. If you leave a situation, the abundance that you feel like you were missing will be reclaimed for you. And most importantly, on an emotional level, you'll be feeling a heck of a lot better here too. Universe here says don't be stagnant. 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Universe says start getting in motion and start getting yourself moving. So just throwing it out there for some Virgos, taking in consideration if that's what you wish to do. But I do feel like if you're in a situation you've been thinking about moving on from, moving on will probably grant you a much better outcome, and you'll probably be more happier with that decision. Okay, now of course, take it if it resonates. Console with yourself first. Don't always blindly follow the tarot reader, but if it feels like it's going to be a good move for you, it most likely will be. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, though. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for tuning in nonetheless. By the way, Pisces Love, thank you for the $4.99. You said, Aunt, you're awesome. You are awesome listening today and sending good vibes, and have a great weekend. Well, thank you as well, Pisces Love. I appreciate that. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for always just consistently being here. Really, really appreciate you, and I hope all's been well with you. Thank you for your donation once again. Really appreciate it. By the way, how's everybody's Thursday going? How's your pre-Friday going? Hope it's been well. This week has gone by incredibly quick. It's actually quite surprising how fast it's blown by so far. So I can't believe we're almost already at the weekend. I feel like since January was a fast freaking month, man. And February is going by pretty quickly here as well. So, you know, it'll be like May before we know it, guys. It'll be like May before we know it, and we start moving in that nice spring energy and then moving into summer soon, right? In June. It's crazy. Yeah, time flies by. Time flies by for sure. And hey, Marissa, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing good. All right, guys. So we did our lovely and amazing, we did our fire, we did our earth. We're going to hop on into the water now. And let's have a look here at the Pisces. Let's see what's going on here for the fish. What's going to be showing up here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information showing up here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Julia says, throat hurts and tired, but fuck it, you know? Understandably so, right? Oh man, at the end of the day, right, with winter and stuff coming up, it's like those allergies or those sore throats and things of that nature, it's not a fun time. It is definitely not a fun time. What do we got showing up here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. I think a card fell. Yeah, a card did fall, Pisces. Give me 1 second. We'll get 2 more shuffles after I grab that card, and then we'll pull your message. So 1 second, guys. Let me grab it real fast. Ooh. The card that actually fell out for you was the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, that's a good card. That's a card of love, Pisces. So for some of y'all, definitely could be some love potentially coming on in here for you. But of course, do take that if it resonates to you. All right, but let's get 2 more shuffles here for the Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Piscean, we'll see what we got going on here for the fish. Overall energy here for you is going to be the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Having a look here at your current energy, we got the 4 of Pentacles. What you're dealing with, Pisces, we do have a Strength card coming out here for you. And then lastly, for the outcome, a 9 of Swords. Oh boy, what's going on for the Pisces gang? A little bit of concerning energy, but remember, 9 of Swords is always an illusion, right? It's like whatever you're concerned about, it's coming from a place of fear. If fear is false evidence appearing real, then it means that what you fear is not actually currently happening in your realm of reality. So let's talk about it, okay? So we start here with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse to the 4 of Pentacles upright. So you feel like you're moving back into an energy here where you're being a little bit more in recluse, a little more secluded, you know? I don't know, something about you just doesn't really want to be around other people. I do feel for some Pisces, this is social anxiety starting back up again. Kind of getting a little bit of that message here for some of you. Like maybe you feel like your social anxiety is ramping up again and it's kind of hard to be around others. You just don't really want to be around others at this time. Advice for anybody that has social anxiety, and especially if you're a Pisces watching that has social anxiety, this is going to this might be a message you don't want to hear, but it's a message that will certainly help you. The best way to get rid of social anxiety is by actually putting yourself in social situations, because you train your brain to accept and to be calm in those situations by continuously doing it. Your brain right now fears social situations, right? So it will tell you, don't be in social situations. But if you start putting yourself in social situations, in time, you'll start to become more comfortable in them. And then your brain will say, wait, this is okay. I have no reason to be anxious. I have no reason for this anxiety. So at the end of the day, always remember, anxiety is something that's treatable, because all you have to do is remold the situation you're invested in. So if social anxiety is something that worries you, putting yourself in more social situations will inevitably make you more comfortable, and then you won't be anxious anymore. Anxiety is something that can be changed. Okay, so that's one thing I want to mention there for any Pisces that may potentially be dealing with some form of social anxiety ramping back up again here at this moment in time. Now, I mean, looking at more of a general message for you for the next 24, we do have here once again energies of seclusion, Five of Pentacles reversed, and we have here the Four of Pentacles upright. But I mean, looking at what you're dealing with the Strength card, it's like you might be wanting to keep to yourself at this time, because maybe you feel like, I just need to take care of myself and I need to take care of the things that have been bothering me or burdening me. So just throwing that out there, if you're a Pisces and you've kind of had a lot going on, you've had a lot on your plate, you might be taking some time away from people to kind of take care of yourself and take care of your mental health. You might feel that being in your own energy and being in seclusion, it's easier for you to work on what's bothering you rather than being around other people. And I feel that way too for a good majority of the time. Sometimes, like, I'm a big person of like, okay, if I'm feeling some type of way, or if I'm upset, I like to be alone, because I can talk to myself and I can talk myself through my problems and situations I'm dealing with, right? So I like to be alone to work through my problems for a good majority of the time. And that might be the same case here for you, Pisces, right? So if that's your case, that could be why you're in a bit of seclusion type of vibe moving into your next 24 hours. So of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But remember, whatever you're going through, it's something you'll get through, okay? And just throwing it out there as well for everybody, right? Like I mentioned with social anxiety, it's like if you want to overcome that, you got to just put yourself in social situations. That's for any kind of anxiety as well. For people who have anxiety driving, you got to drive. You got to drive till you're comfortable, right? To get over that anxiety, because you'll tell your brain, hey, once you become comfortable, no reason to be anxious anymore. There was a certain period of time in my YouTube career where I used to be pretty anxious to come out on live and chat with you guys and shoot the shit. And it'll come in waves every now and then, right? Like I'll get this random burst of anxiety just chatting with you guys. I don't know why, whether it's about being in front of like hundreds of people, or whether it's just, being afraid of saying something wrong or messing up. And it's like, when you start to just do it and just not worry too much, and you start to get comfortable with what you do, it's like the anxiety dissipates. So like, I remember not originally when I started my channel, but probably like the first year of starting my YouTube channel, I used to get really anxious doing daily readings. For some reason, I had one bad experience, I think during a live. I think I had a panic attack during a live. Nobody was aware of it. And I'm pretty sure what ended up happening is that set off a cycle of, oh, I should be really nervous about having panic attacks on live. So what would happen to me? I would constantly fear I was going to have a panic attack, or I would have a panic attack while I was going live on YouTube, that it made me anxious to go live. You see what I'm saying? So what I had to do to break that was to continue doing it and say, hey, at the end of the day, you can overcome anything, right? So I had to break it by consistently pushing through. So that can help anybody in terms of anxiety. Just wanted to let you guys know, you just got to be consistent, and you got to keep doing it, and then eventually you'll become comfortable. Okay? All right, though, Pisces, take the message, of course, if it resonates. If it's not your story, no worries, but it's been an honor to read for you guys. Thank you for tuning in nonetheless. It really, really means a lot to me, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our fire, we did our earth. We're going to hop on into the air sign now. We're going to have a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's happening here for Aquarius, okay? What do we got showing up here for the birthday peeps? Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Aquarius, I just want to say happy birthday to you and happy Aquarius season. Hope it's been going well here so far for all of you. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, Annie, you said, hi, beautiful aunt. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. I love you. Well, thank you. Shout out to Denmark. Oh my God, that's a long ways away. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Very cool. What do we got showing up here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Aquarius, I unfortunately dropped another card. I did this during the Pisces reading. Let me go pick it up real fast, guys. Apparently, I have Butterfingers today. Let's see. Where even is it? Oh, hello. Here you are. Ugh. What card did Aquarius get that fell on the floor today? A Four of Wands. Hello. Okay, stability. For some of you Aquarians, there definitely could be a bit of a stable situation on the rise here for you. This also, though, could represent for some Aquarians, like a really happy relationship. So, like, if you're in a space with somebody romantically right now, things might be really stable. So, very cool. I'm going to throw that back in the deck, though, and if it comes out, it comes out. But let's get one more shuffle here for Aquarius, and we'll see what we got going on here for your next 24 hours. What is showing up? Aquarian, overall energy here for you is going to be the Lovers in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a Gemini for a few of you, having a look at your current energy, Hermit in reverse, what you're dealing with, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the outcome, Page of Swords, for sure. So Aquarius, the way this is looking to me here moving into your next 24 is that if there has been any sort of disconnect between you and somebody else, it looks like you're moving back into a more positive direction. You're coming back to one another. Looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords reversed, this is usually kind of an energy for me of forgiveness. So I definitely feel like forgiveness is coming into play here. And with the outcome showing up being the Page of Swords, Page of Swords here just represents basic communication. So Aquarius, I feel like if you and somebody were in just a weird place, definitely a conflict resolution showing up here for your next 24 hours, and just you're moving into a better place. It's like, hey, let's let go of any of the negativity or ill will we held towards each other, and let's just move on and move forward. You know, surprisingly, with that Four of Wands coming out, you know, even though that was a card that fell and I didn't pull it for you, it kind of made a lot of sense here for this reading. It's like re-strengthening a bond with a certain relationship in your life. You know, maybe the two of you were distant for quite some time, but I feel like you're coming back to a more solidified and more, what's the word I'm looking for, stable kind of connection and relationship with somebody. And despite the fact of whether it's romantic or not, this could be a friendship reforming. It could be you getting close again to a family member and kind of burying the hatchet, that kind of vibe. So I do feel that showing up for Aquarians. So of course, do take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but your next 24 hours definitely seems like you and somebody are just burying the hatchet and moving into calmer waters with one another, and I think that that's a really good vibe. Listen, not every relationship has to immediately be Queen of Swords, okay? You know, there are relationships that can be rekindled. There are friendships that can be rekindled. Not everything has to have just that Queen of Swords mentality where it's like, okay, it ended, so let's never go back to it. You know, some relationships are worth going back to, for sure. Especially if you and that person bury the hatchet between the two of you. So I like that for you, Aquarius. Of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for tuning in nonetheless, okay? So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs here for today's daily reading, hopping back on into our last and final four and going back on into the fire signs. Let's have a look here at the Leo. What do we got going on for the Lion Gang, baby? Messages here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Leo, you did have here a Tower in reverse come on out for you, so there could be something you're avoiding, or there could be an ending being avoided as well, so take that if that applies to you in your life. But let's get this last shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on for your next 24. Leo, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Cups. All right, you could be connecting with a water sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got the Five of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with, we got the King of Cups. And then the outcome for you is going to be the Four of Wands in the upright position. So Team Leo, as far as I'm seeing here for you, Knight of Cups here to the Five of Swords reversed. You're kind of communicating to somebody that you mean no harm. I definitely feel like this is the energy of waving the white flag with someone that you love and care about, having a look at what you're dealing with here. King of Cups, you really love somebody, you really care about somebody, and you're letting them know that you come in peace. I kind of feel like for some Leos, keep in mind this can be vice versa, so Leo, don't attack me in the comment section, please, but for some of you Leos, you might have been in a little bit of a meh kind of energy, and maybe you might have taken some of that meh kind of energy out on people that you love. And if that's the case, in the next 24 hours, it's like, listen, I come in peace, the lion is not out right now, it's just me, and I love you and I care about you, and everything's good, right? So that could be the case for some of you. Now, if it wasn't you, Leo, who was in like a meh kind of energy and maybe took it out on somebody else, maybe somebody was in a meh energy and took it out on you. Maybe your partner, your family, your friend, they were kind of just in a bad mood and they took it out on you. If that's the case, they're going to come towards you in the next 24 and be like, hey, listen, sorry for the way I acted. I love you. Like, let's just be good. I'm sorry. You won't have that energy coming towards you any longer. So it can resonate vice versa. It doesn't have to be one specific way. But I feel either way with that 4 wands, it's like, yeah, it's all good. And then you keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Funnily enough, it's kind of similar to the Aquarius reading I just did, except I don't feel like it was as serious as the Aquarius reading. The Aquarius reading felt like a hatchet needed to be buried. It was kind of like something that had more deeper roots to it. In this situation, Leo, it's something a little more lighthearted. So, maybe someone gave you an attitude and you're like, yeah, it is what it is. And they're like, I'm sorry, I love you. It's something very, very not super duper serious. So do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But that's what I do see showing up here for you. Okay. All right, though, Leo, thank you for tuning in nonetheless, though, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, it's a family member for you. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, it could be anybody, guys. Friends, family member, lover. At the end of the day, I know for me personally, right? When my crab claws come out and I'm a little asshole for lack of better words, I could be a dick sometimes. I know that. So when my little crab claws come out and I'm mean to the people I love, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. You got to always own up to that when it happens. Amy, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. You said, and everybody, much love and light. Much love and light to you as well, dear. Thank you so much for the donation. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, I do my best to be like the kindest person I could be, but I'm not a fucking saint. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. When the crab claws come out, okay, being a Cancer, when the crab claws come out, I could be a feisty freaking crab, okay? I can chop your finger off with my little claws, okay? So at the end of the day, hey, we all take shit out on people sometimes. It's a very human thing. And when you own up to that, it's even better, right? And then you just tell your person that you love them and you keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? All right, baby. So all the fire signs for the daily reading today officially done and over with. Hopping on into the earth sign now. We're going to have a look here at the Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here, baby. Messages here for Team Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, let's get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully, we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on here for Team Capricorn? Cappy, overall energy here for you is going to be the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign for a few of you. Looking into your current energy, we got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got the Nine of Swords, and then the outcome for Capricorn, Six of Wands. Good outcome showing up here for you for sure. If there's been anything you've been concerned about, there's nothing to be concerned. Good news is coming. That's what I have to mention here for Capricorns automatically in this reading. So if anything's been concerning to you, don't be concerned, don't be alarmed. Good news is coming. Excuse me, is what they say. Queen of Pentacles here, Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like Capricorn for your next 24 hours. Excuse me, guys, my throat's a little iffy right now. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles here, right, I always mention that this is a card of self-care. It's a card of reflection. So I feel like you're thinking to yourself in the next 24 hours and you're noticing something's coming up again. What's coming up for you, Capricorn? Fear, worry. So as you're in this place of self-reflection in the next 24 hours, you're fearful or you're worried or you're concerned about something. You could be concerned about something about yourself, or you could be concerned about somebody else that you love and care about. But at the end of the day, I just keep getting that message of like, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be concerned about because good news is coming. Looking at the outcome, Six of Wands, good news is here. So just throwing that out there for Capricorns, a little bit of a clarifying message of reassurance from the universe. Don't be fearful at this time. Good news is coming in for you. And if you have any sort of fears, let yourself set and cast those fears aside because you're about to be relieved, okay? That's what I hear here for you, Capricorn. So really good message. Nothing else, though, that I feel is coming up with this message, though. I was trying to see if I can get more detail coming off of it, but yeah, it's kind of like if you've just been nervous or worried about something, maybe you've been worried about like your friend, your family member, maybe you've been worried about something in regards to yourself. Like the universe is like, don't stress out, don't worry, like you're about to get the good news, okay? So do let me know what that good news is. I'd be happy to hear that for you. I love hearing other people's good news because I love seeing other people having success and happiness. So feel free to comment down below when you guys get that good news, okay? All right, Capricorn. Love that for you. No need to fear. If you've been fearful lately, kick that fear's butt on out of your life and know that you'll get the good news you're looking for. Okay? All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did all the earth, we did all the fire, jumping on into the water. We're going to have a look here at the Scorpio in just a sec. Real quick, guys, let me get some coffee in me. Getting a little bit tired. And then we will continue on with the readings. It's 4 o'clock already, huh? Oh my God. Today is flying by. All right, what do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, one more shuffle coming on in here for you, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Swords in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Devil. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, Scorpio, we have a Six of Wands coming out here for you. So as far as what I see for Team Scorpio's next 24, next 24 hours, we start here with the Six of Swords in reverse to the Devil card in the upright position. Feeling like you're returning to a period of being stuck. It's almost like, how did we get back here? Because look at what we're dealing with, right? We're dealing with the Two of Cups reversed. So Two of Cups reversed is representing some kind of relationship in your life. Whether that relationship is romantic or not, it does represent some relationship. So you want to know how you got back into a certain place, a certain cycle with somebody. Maybe you got back into a bad spot with your partner, your friend, whoever. Maybe you got back into an emotional place. Maybe you got back into, something specific. I can't tell you. I don't know your life, right? But something here, you're back at like square one in some sort of situation. And I think that it bothers you because it's like, what the heck? Why are we back here at this moment in time instead of moving forward? And I think that this is going to be the last time you go back to some place with someone. For example, let's say you got back to a place of mistrust with the person you're dealing with. Let's say that that's the place you went back to. If that is the case here for you, Scorpio, I got this feeling for you that it's going to be the last time you and that person ever go back to that place, because looking at the outcome here for you being the Six of Wands here says we're going to successfully move forward from this. So you'll be returning back to some sort of cycle that maybe wasn't fully healed between you and somebody you share a relationship with. And I feel like this is going to be the time where we finally move past that cycle and we get to a much better place here going forward. And I love that energy for you because that's genuinely good news. By the way, Bay Areas, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate that. But yeah, Scorpio, that's kind of the vibe showing up here for you moving into your next 24. It's like, yeah, this is going to be the last time we ever get back to that place because we're finally going to figure out the solution so that this cycle doesn't keep repeating. So like I said, if you were in a cycle of mistrust with someone you were dealing with, it's like, okay, let's figure out the solution here to no longer mistrust one another so that we can move forward with trust in one another and restored within our relationship. Okay. Now, of course, that's just one example. Your personal experience and situation will be much more different, but that's what's showing up here for you. So I definitely see it'll be the last time, once again, you'll ever be in a certain place with somebody in your relationship. Things are going to change here this time for sure. All right, Scorpio, I like that, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of our water, we did all of our fire, and we did all of our earth sign. Hopping on into the last but not least zodiac sign for today's daily reading. Let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra gang. What do we got going on here, baby? Messages here for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on? All right, Team Libra, two more shuffles here coming in for you, and then we'll see what we got. Hopefully all is well. What's going to be going on here for the Libra gang? All right, Libra, overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Pentacles in the upright. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Libra, is going to go ahead and be the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So as far as what I'm seeing for Team Libras in the next 24, Four of Pentacles reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed, I think you're choosing not to work on something or work with someone any longer. This could represent putting in your 2 weeks at your job. It could also represent ending a contract for some of you too. So maybe this is ending a lease, whether it's a car lease, whether it is a rent lease. It could be about ending a mortgage. There could be endings in things that are with that have to do with contracts. That could be showing up here for your next 24 hours. But it also doesn't have to be like a physical kind of contract. It could just be like a commitment that could be coming to an ending here too, because I feel like you don't want to continue to collaborate with someone on something. All right, looking at what you're dealing with, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you've kind of been getting this inconsistency feeling for quite some time. Two of Pentacles usually represents a lack of stability because something here isn't super consistent. So for example, maybe your landlord, right, hasn't been super consistent with rent. Maybe you've been having issues there. So it's like, okay, because of all the inconsistency, I should probably look somewhere else to move and live. Maybe there's been inconsistency in a certain agreement, and considering that it's not what you agreed upon, it's like it's time to ditch that agreement. Or even romantically, right? Or friendship wise, maybe there's been certain inconsistencies within relationships. And with that being said here for you, Libra, I don't fuck with that. You know, I don't like inconsistency. I like stability. And if that stability is not going to be shown, and if it's not going to be honored, right? Because looking at the outcome here, Ace of Swords reversed, you know, some sort of stability here is not being honored. So with that being said, if stability is not going to be honored, I don't want to be a part of it, is what you're saying here, Libra. Okay, so that's what I feel going on here for you moving into your next 24. It's choosing to not collaborate or to be invested in a situation any longer because what you thought you were going to receive out of it has not been so stable. It's been incredibly inconsistent for you, and you're not going to continue to put up with the inconsistency here at this moment in time. Okay. All right, though, Libra, of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But with that all being said, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out here to today's daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. You guys are super duper appreciated. Just want to give you guys a quick update. For today, I uploaded Virgo for mid-February 2023. It was actually a pretty interesting read. So Virgo, if you haven't seen your mid-month check-in yet for the month of February, feel free to give it a check out. I just posted it today on my channel. I don't have any other mid-months coming out tomorrow, guys. I'm still working on them. I've been kind of swamped with personal reads, and I've been swamped with, you know, just a lot of other stuff going on in my daily life. So don't worry, I'm catching up on the mid-months. I'll get them out to you as quickly as possible. But thank you guys, though, for being here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate it. Excuse me for 1 second. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whenever I have coffee, I swear, like it always, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have coffee, for some reason, I feel like it always messes up like my throat or like my gastro. I don't know what it is, but I can't give it up though. Okay. So before somebody comments, well, here's a healthier alternative. No, coffee is mine. Okay. Either way though, guys, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And I wanted to mention, you know, besides, the mid-months and stuff that'll be coming soon, there will be extra content coming in soon for you all as well. If you are new here and you're interested in the channel and you like the vibe, come on down and subscribe. If you're new here, I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So thank you if you do end up subscribing. I'd be happy to be here with you along the journey. I also want to mention, guys, if you are interested in personal readings and personal services, there is a few more spots open for personal readings. 2 for 20 questions, I think, are all sold out. I'm pretty sure they're all sold out, but there's a few more slots for personal readings. So if you guys want to get yourself a personal reading for the week, feel free to go ahead and check one out on my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. I think there's only like maybe 2 or 3 more left. They'll get sold out pretty soon. So if you guys are interested, definitely feel free to check that out. Okay. Shout out to everybody, by the way, too, who sent in donations today. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for helping me out. It helps out more than you know. And I really, really appreciate your generosity. Okay. All right, guys. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-Friday. I hope you are all well. And I hope you guys are looking towards a fantastic rest of your day. Much love, everybody. Take care and have yourselves a good one. I'll see you guys later. Peace.